gonna do that separate, is that right? I'll just use
Yeah.
these, okay?
Yep, please.
Okay.
Oh, and then they will not take effect until, it wouldn't be this year, it'd be in the next 2 years.
2020.
So we have to go to vote.
It has to go to vote
This November, and then it wouldn't
The effect of
What
following.
about number 3? Can we put, how do you want to do that separate?
Let me do roll call on these two.
Okay.
Okay. Whitman,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Kiefer.
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstain. And then on the town clerk, Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Kiefer.
Aye.
Whitman.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstain. And now, number 3.
Then law number 3 would be to put the highway superintendent from elected to an appointed, which would also go to the vote, like we discussed last year.
I'll move to approve that for local law number 3 for highway superintendent. We tried that last year, but we ran out of time.
We just
And
didn't
the
get
time
on the
frame that the county had, and I think we need to pursue that and move forward with it.
Second.
Kiefer,
Aye.
Whitman,
Nay.
Which one did you say was better?
Smith, Murray.
Aye.
3 ayes, 1 nay, and 0 abstain.
And then for all 3 of those, we're gonna need a public hearing.
No, for the, I'm just gonna control this something else real quick. Because we're at that public hearing, so, the ethics policy, we need to put a public hearing in, do a little change to that too. So can we add that in? To put in a public hearing to look at that, because we got ourselves in trouble with how we wrote that. So I would kind of like to take some of those relatives out, because of our, that was for a state form that we used. It didn't look close enough, it doesn't fit the small community, which we got into last year. And I'd like to kind of shorten up that relative definition a little bit. But I'd like to put that into that, public hearing also.
Well, we can do one for all, can't we? Okay, so we'll have all.
But I just wanted to include that in there while we were doing it.
So can you get that changed and then emailed to us before that, so we can review it?
Yeah, that was the only thing that I was looking to do, because like I said, it got us in trouble last time.
We have to do that 7 days before we meet.
To get it to everybody, yes.
Yep. Okay, so we schedule a public hearing for March 12th. At what time?
6:30?
6:30.
And it would be local law 3 and the code of ethics.
Mm-hmm. And I need a motion.
I motion that we hold a public hearing on March 12, 2019 at 6:30 PM to review local law 1, local law 2, local law 3, and the code of ethics.
Who wants to do it? Whitman,
Aye.
Smith, Kiefer,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstain.
And then, as we discussed earlier, the AIM program, Fremont will lose $5,493 from state funding. They're gonna vote on April 1st, so it's kind of up in the air. But a lot of other municipalities stand to lose a lot of funding. Cheektowaga is gonna lose $800,000 and then Amherst would lose $664,000. So it's gonna hit towns pretty hard. It's a total of $49 million. he changes his mind. And then, we need a resolution to pay the bills on abstract 2.
Make a motion to pay the bills. Second.
Murray,
Aye?
Smith,
Aye.
Kiefer,
Aye.
Whiten.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nay, and 0 abstaining.
And then there's a good upcoming training on Thursday, April 4th, 2019 at the Corning Community College. It's the 23rd Annual Regional Leadership Conference, and it would be good for pretty much all positions. Anyone that would like to go, please see Sue. It's an all-day, there's a lot of nice classes for highway, code enforcement, economic planning, justices, court clerks.
So far, there's 6 of us going.
You should tell Ron. Because there's stuff for highway.
Oh, yeah, Ron, I was thinking Ron Faulkner, he already knows. Yeah, he knows about it.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
he's downstairs.
Another thing we need to discuss is the use of the downstairs and the rental. We shut it down until it was fixed, and we've had 2 requests to rent it.
Are we all finished?
We need to paint.
Yeah, but it's improved, thanks to Dean and Chapman's.
Well, how much are we still losing energy out the doors and windows?
Oh, yeah.
and all that? So we're still gonna have a giant bill?
Yes.
So, we,
I should have turned off for a few months.
didn't we
last year.
have that?
We
Yes,
did.
I thought we did. So it doesn't open back up until what, May 1st?
I think so.
Okay.
So we can just continue that.
You know, last year we had, what was it, a bachelorette party or baby shower? It was a Saturday morning. It was when the heaters were broke. It was terrible. The girls were coming to set up. The heater, the breaker kept tripping, and it just,
Yeah,
Sue and I
it
were
was a nightmare.
scrambling. We didn't know what to do. They had everybody coming. And
Mhm.
we brought little electric heaters down and stuff.
That was during the winter months, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that were already scheduled, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. So I ended up giving them the money back. They paid for it.
So what did we have after that? We're opening up when?
May 1st, and we'll close
October
October or
1st.
November.
That sounds good.
October 1st.
I know what you got going on.
Well, we can always come back to that after May.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take long to paint it.
I don't think we should do it until we get it all fixed up down there, so we're not spending big money.
I just hate to have people plan things and then that's not 100%
Mhm.
then we're blamed.
Well, that was kind of the idea, because we didn't know how to outdo for nothing.
So you wanna keep it with,
Yeah, we'll just keep it May to, October.
okay. Okay, and then, a Barren Winds update, I have an update from Hunt Engineers. The amendment was filed with New York State on February 1st, 2019, and Michael Keith from Hunt Engineers has been reviewing it. And then Justin Notak is here also to give an update from Barren Winds, but I'll read this real quick. Dear Miss Murray, Barren Winds has submitted an application to the Article 10 Siting Board. The applicant started their revised submission on Friday, February 1st, 2019, and completed their submission on Monday, February 4th, 2019. We have downloaded all the new documents, and we have commenced our review of the application against the Town of Fremont wind law. We will also review the application to ensure the plans meet engineering standards, which will include reviewing the access roads to ensure the entrances meet New York State DOT standards for curved radii at entrances and site distances for the access road connections at public right-of-way. Lastly, we have sent the sound and vibration study to all associated documents to Wind Engineer for his review and feedback. Excuse me. Below is a list of updates that we have noted on the initial review of the application. The total number of turbines for the project has been reduced from 76 turbines to 69 turbines, with 34 in the town of Fremont, previously 38, 22 in the town of Cohocton, previously 25, 10 in the town of Wayland, previously 10, 3 in the town of Dansville, and previously 3. All turbines within the town of Fremont will be the Nordex N117. All blades will be equipped with serrated trailing edges. We did not see an updated road use agreement. We will be requesting an updated draft agreement so the routes can be reviewed. We also feel that the routes should include not only the routes for the blades, turbines, and equipment for the construction of the turbines, but also the routes of construction equipment such as dump trucks, concrete trucks, flatbed trucks for transportation of construction equipment. While the turbine and blade delivery trucks can be determined now that the port and producers are set, the construction vehicles will also add an extra amount of truck traffic to roads that don't normally carry that amount of trucks. Those trucks could and most likely be coming from different areas. In addition, those trucks will be most likely driven by local contractors who know the local road system and shorter routes, which may not be the specified routes. We believe that language should be placed in the road use agreement detailing out their routes and damage done by those vehicles. We have included specific sections of the application that we feel are important to the board based on previous conversations. We have not finalized our review of these sections. We are just providing them for information purposes at this time. The attachments are the application updated overview, location of facilities, the brochure for the Nordex 117 turbine, and Exhibit 24 visual impacts with appendices. If you have any questions or need additional information, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. We are planning on completing our review by Monday, February 18th, so you can review the comments and provide any feedback prior to the comments being supplied to the Article 10 Siting Board on Friday, February 22nd. Sincerely, Michael Keith. And then Justin, do you have an update?
Sure. That was a more detailed update than I did. Chip usually gives these, so this is my first time doing this, but yep. We did submit our update for the Article 10 2 Fridays ago. So mostly this addresses the change in the project size, like the reduction in turbines. There's a few modifications to the layout with some moves a little bit here and there on the turbines, the collection routes, and the access roads. We've also significantly put the collection system, which had previously been shown above ground, to be underground for most of the project, if not all. There's just a few areas, just technically we're looking at whether or not we can do it underground or if there needs to be overground. My background is mostly in construction. I prefer to do in the underground. I think it makes things cleaner and easier for the maintenance of the project going forward. There are also, I know, the issues list from the town that we tried to get ahead of and address a lot of those points in the update. So hopefully that answers some of those questions for you guys. I think next steps, we have the road use agreement, like you mentioned, and the host community agreement. So we've asked our lawyer to reach out to Mr. Poland and schedule a meeting for getting that started. Sounds like he hasn't already, but we'll push for that to get that going. Any questions?
I did have a question. I was looking through things, and it looks like the receptor IDs have all changed now. Is there a reason for that?
I would have to get back to that.
Okay.
I'm not sure. My big focus for me has been on the interconnection side, just getting everything in line for how we're connecting to the transmission system and negotiating that contract and things. So some of these details are chip questions.
Okay. Because I know the residents are, used to looking at their receptor
Right.
ID and they know those, and now they've changed, so it just creates kind of good confusion.
Okay.
So.
Was there another
So what we've done, are you talking about like, yeah, across 21 further kind of to the south
Yeah,
and
south of the
east?
Mud Lake,
Yes.
with that went across it.
So the one that we had originally showed was also where I think the Eagle was identified. So that route was originally overhead. We're looking at whether we can put that underground. It is a tight corridor there between that stream and the road for a section there. And then we've looked at another route. We are looking at another route from an environmental perspective, land perspective, that is a little bit further to the south and across 21. I was out there today trying to trudge around in the snow, just kind of looking at where some flat spots were, where we could bore under the road, or the road and the Needles Creek, and then go up the hill. So I think we would prefer to do that route. We just need to make sure everything's in line with wetland perspective and landowner perspective to make sure. I think it would be less cabling installed overall. It would be a cleaner route for getting the power from the south turbines to the substation rather than kind of going all the way up back and around. So we think that'd be better, plus we would stay away from that eagle nest.
Would you directional bore most of that, going up and over the hill?
So those slopes are pretty steep. Personally, my projects I've mostly worked on have been on flatter terrain than when I'm out there. So I don't know what kind of slopes you can just directionally drill. So, you know, we would probably bore we would bore the creek and the road, and then if we could bore some of that going uphill, that would be great, but it depends on like how much rock is in that. You know, there could be bedrock right there. You know, and just on those slopes too, we'd need to get with our contractor and see what we could do. So if we do not bore, my preference would be to bore it all, but I don't know if it's technically feasible. It might be that we have to trench it, and then on a slope like that, it would be an excavator that has to do the trench and lay the cables like that.
Justin, I had a question. I've had a couple of town residents I spoke to lately who really aren't happy with Richard Tarbox, land agent from Alexco Land Services. One of the neighbors said he got out of his vehicle, and the first statement that he said was basically something to the effect, "What's your problem? Everybody else has signed up, why haven't you?" He's made similar statements basically like, it doesn't matter whether you sign up or not, these turbines are coming, it's a done deal, you can't stop them. It sounds to me like the fix is in with the siting commission or something. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why he's going around talking to people like that and calling people all the time, stopping to their house all the time. I mean, it sounds like it's bordering on harassment to people. I actually told one of the neighbors that was bringing it up to another neighbor, I said, call the police if he comes on your property again. So I was just wondering if you could elaborate on that at all.
This is the first I've heard of that, so I can follow up and just see what's going on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I know that they're working on helping us get some of the turning easements and things like that for
Yeah.
The corners that we need to use temporarily to get equipment
Yeah.
around some of the bends.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't heard any complaints until now. So,
Yeah.
but
Were you last week on Haskinville Road doing sighting? Somebody was doing
I
stuff
haven't
on our
been on
road.
site for the last month, so I just
Yeah,
got here
yeah,
last
they
night.
had people,
Surveyors have been
surveyor,
out.
they were
Okay.
out there doing something over on my road a couple
Those
days.
are just the surveyors, they're not.
Just find
Oh, I
out
didn't know what they were doing.
boundary lines.
Oh yeah, so our Alta surveys are going in place. So they're
Yeah,
putting
no, I
pegs
didn't
in
see him,
ground.
I was working, but my son-in-law said, oh, they're out there doing something, so I didn't know what they were
Yeah.
doing.
So would you have an answer by next month's meeting on Mr. Tarbox? Or?
I will take a note on that and just follow up. Yeah.
Okay, thank
follow
you.
up on what's going on.
Tom, what was that man's name?
Richard Tarbox. He's land agent, Alexco Land Services Incorporated, 505 West Henley Street.